Hello, and welcome to Freedom with Marketing. I'm Sam, the founder of Freedom with Marketing, and welcome to the Life, Leadership and Business Skills playlist. Today, I want to share with you a concept which I believe Jim Rohn first said, and I'm probably going to butcher this quote, but the concept goes something like this: you need to work harder on yourself before you work hard on your business. What this means is you need to become the person that you need to be in order to have the business that you want. This is also a concept which Dr. Benjamin Hardy talks about in his book, Become Your Future Self Now. You need to become, evolve, basically behave like the person that you need to be in your vision of your future you, so that you can actually have the business that you want. Let me share with you a quick personal story about how I failed to neglect this concept and how when I actually internalized it, it gave me incredible results. So after I DNF'd, did not finish a second trail run, and I was sat down feeling really bad, not knowing how I managed to fail so catastrophically despite having the confidence that I would complete it, I decided it was time to get a running coach. The running coach gave me a training plan which was completely different to what I was used to. I was used to running when I want, how long I want, doing lots of long runs. I used to listen to other people when they told me about how they did runs and I wanted to copy them. My running coach gave me something completely different. So for the first 2 weeks, I tried my best to follow what he said, but there was a lot of resistance in me. I started to resist what he said. I had 1,000,001 questions, and I probably annoyed the hell out of him with asking so many questions all the time to understand why we're doing what we're doing. But ultimately, after the first few weeks, I didn't follow his advice, and I did more running than I needed to because I wanted to do higher volume running because I enjoyed it. He told me that this particular training block we shouldn't. I ignored his advice. Next thing I know, I have an injury. I have to go to see a physiotherapist to have the super painful dry needling done, and I had to go back to the physiotherapist to have dry needling done a few times in order to sort of heal properly and recover properly so that I could continue running. Then I started to follow what he told me to do. The training plan became more personal to me based on my strengths and weaknesses. Clearly we'd identified the weaknesses of what caused the injury, and then things started to progress forward after that. So in that scenario, I personally went from feeling really bad, demotivated, losing my passion for running because I failed at something which I expected I would complete, to deciding it was time to get a coach to improve what I did, to neglecting to follow what the coach said, suffering the consequences, learning the hard way, as I always have to do, to now following what the coach does because I can see results and feeling great, and my performance in running is way better than I thought possible. What I also want to do now after having this experience is I personally want to find coaches in different areas of my life so I can excel at these different areas as well. The lesson is that if you want to work, if you want to have the business that you dream, or if you want to achieve whatever goal it is, that you need to become the person that is able to do it first. For example, if you are a startup and you don't have any experience in business and you went from being a freelancer to starting a business, like I did, you can't expect to suddenly adapt the systems of a 7-figure-a-year business and directly incorporate them into what you do, because it's not going to work. You have to learn the skills of leadership. You have to learn the skills of hiring the right team. You have to learn the skills of setting up projects. You have to learn how to run the business and all of the other legal aspects that come with it as well. And you have to learn how to put systems in place so that you can actually function as a proper, legitimate business where you are not the person that does everything. And all of it isn't hard to do, which is why it is so important that you need to work on yourself to become the person that can hire and fire. You can become the person that can build these systems. You can become the person that has the mindset that this might cost me $10,000 in advertising, and it might not work, I might lose the money, but I'm going to collect the data so we can improve next time. And this is super, super important, because if you don't work on yourself and you do eventually get the business you want, it's not going to be as fulfilling. You're not going to reach your full potential. That's all I've got for you today. I hope you found this useful. See you in the next video.